In the book of Genesis, there's a deceptively simple phrase that theologians and philosophers have wrestled with for centuries. But of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil you shall not eat, for in the day that you eat of it, you shall surely die. Genesis 2:17. At first glance, the meaning seems straightforward. A prohibition, a warning, a divine line in the sand. But as with so many things that appear obvious, the closer you look, the more complex it becomes. Why is it called the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? Why not just the tree of evil? After all, isn't evil the thing to be avoided? It's tempting to think of good and evil as neat, oppositional forces, one black, one white. Evil, we imagine, is self-evident. A brutal act of violence, a blatant betrayal, a moment of unmistakable darkness. Good, by contrast, is simple and pure, something as unmistakable as kindness between strangers or the love shared between two people. But history, as it often does, disrupts this tidy narrative. Take Adolf Hitler's rise to power in 1933. At the time, Germany was a nation battered by humiliation and economic despair. When Hitler was appointed chancellor after a series of democratic victories by the Nazi Party, many Germans believed they were choosing a path of restoration, of national pride, of hope. It felt like the right thing to do, the good thing to do. But as we know, this decision unleashed some of the greatest atrocities in human history. And yet, there's a twist. Out of the horrors of the Nazi regime came an unexpected legacy. The heinous medical experiments conducted in concentration camps, acts of unspeakable evil, gave rise to modern ethical standards in medicine. The Nuremberg Code, a cornerstone of human research ethics, was born directly from these crimes. In a paradoxical way, unimaginable evil became the catalyst for a greater good. This pattern, the interweaving of good and evil, runs deeper than we might care to admit. Think of nuclear power. It began as a promise, a limitless, clean energy source that could revolutionize the world. But the same scientific breakthroughs that gave us nuclear energy also gave us nuclear weapons, tools of destruction capable of ending life on Earth. Robert Oppenheimer, one of the architects of the atomic bomb, famously reflected on the moment of its first successful test by quoting the Bhagavad Gita, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." His words capture the chilling paradox of nuclear technology, a breakthrough of immense scientific achievement, paired with a destructive force capable of obliterating humanity. Good intentions, it seems, often carry unintended baggage. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil, then, is not just a symbol of disobedience or sin. It's a metaphor for this profound and unsettling duality. It suggests that good and evil are not always opposites, but are, in fact, intertwined in ways we struggle to untangle. What seems good, technological progress, political reform, a fresh start, can often conceal unintended consequences. And what seems evil, like the lessons of human suffering, can sometimes yield surprising benefits. The lesson? Be wary of surface-level judgments. Good intentions don't guarantee good outcomes. Try this, it will make you feel good, or let's do this, it will be good for us, are the refrains that have paved many paths to disaster. The story of Eden is not just about a forbidden fruit. It's a reminder of how perilous knowledge and the pursuit of good can be. In the end, the Genesis narrative isn't merely about obedience. It's about the human condition, our tendency to oversimplify the world, to act with certainty when humility might serve us better. The road to hell is paved not just with bad intentions but also with unexamined ones. If we want to navigate the complexities of good and evil, we must look past the obvious. We must examine the roots, the fruits, and all the branches in between. Thanks for joining me on this journey, fellow light-finders. As we've explored, the line between good and evil is often more blurred than we'd like to admit, and the pursuit of what feels righteous can sometimes lead us down unintended paths. Like the tree of knowledge in Genesis, our actions and intentions carry dualities, both enlightening and perilous. Yet the fact that you're here, seeking to understand, means you're already on the path to something deeper, something healing, and that's powerful. So keep reaching, keep questioning, and keep shining your unique light. Remember, the journey within, examining not just what feels good but what is good, is where we find the truest light. Until next time, stay inspired, stay vigilant, and stay open.